remember there was a time where, let's say in my grandparents' time, where you can marry more than one wife and women normally wouldn't have an issue with it or any problem with it. But now, fast forward to 2020, polygamy is like, it does happen obviously, but it happens more in like just girlfriend, boyfriend. But what about polygamy when it comes to marriages? So like, what do you lot think as women right now? If you had a man right now and he was like, yo, yeah, like I feel like I want to marry another woman. Is there any circumstances where you lot will accept that? What would you say?
Because personally, speaking from part of the LGBT out here, I'll be happy. Personally.
Well, you're LBG, what? LG?
Let me finish. Let me land.
I'll ask this
like
LGBT
girls.
question, but
I personally like girls. So if my man came to me about that, it's something that I'm happy with, and the woman is happy, then yeah, we move.
Oh, okay, so you're basically saying because you're part of the
problem.
LGBT community, you don't mind if your husband marries another woman because all three of you can be doing your thing together.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so you would be willing
to
live for the rest of your life doing things with another woman.
Exactly.
Don't forget, this is not just a meet up on one day.
It's not just a meet up. I'll actually be happy.
So you'll be happy for the rest of your life?
Yeah, because if I go on holiday, they're good. If I come back, we're still good. So
okay, so what if somehow your husband, every time you do these things together, but your husband sleeps with the other one more than like.
You mean?
Yeah, he lets you maybe suck his dick and whatnot. Yeah. But you'd rather have sex with that one more than you. How would you?
I don't think I'll feel any type of way.
You're alive.
No. Let me finish. I don't think I'll feel any type of way because I don't think what you're trying to suggest is if there may be a situation where he's liking her more than he's liking me, so the relationship is not equal.
Yeah.
We're gonna make sure the relationship is equal. That's just me being honest with you. I don't think it's ever gonna get like I like her more than I like you. What you're suggesting, I personally, that is not gonna happen. That's just me telling you. I don't think that's.
What do you think?
So based on what you just said about having equality within the marriage, this is something you talk about before you bring in a second partner. Yeah, you need to assess the situation. Are you able to divide your time equally? Are you able to divide your love equally, your affection equally? Are you able to take one person out and then the other person out and just have like a real equal marriage? Because most people can't do that. That's why they don't go into a polygamous or open relationship or marriage.
Okay. So you have to understand.
Sorry, can I
I like the equality.
Okay, go on, ask the question.
And financially as well.
There seems to be some tension with the answers to the question that you asked. I don't understand the question itself because are you asking if polygamy in itself is good or is it bad?
Now, what I'm asking is, I'm not saying if polygamy is good or bad. What I'm just saying is, how comes women now are not willing to accept polygamy as much as the way women used to do before?
But wasn't it forced?
But I have a question for her still. I have a question for her. So, what it is now, I heard what you just said, yeah? You said that some people, they have to sit down with their husband or their partner and then sit down and decide that, yeah, I want this. But like, what she's saying is, okay, me, for example, I could be with my girl and say, cool, discuss with her, say, yeah, one day maybe we'll bring another female in and we'll do our thing for one day. But me telling her to bring another woman to be with us for the rest of our lives, that's a whole different story. Because I could want that now, but then what is when I'm 40? And I feel like, okay, what if I'm 40 and I turn religious? And I feel like, nah, this is not good anymore, or I don't want to do this no more, or I like the new one I've married more than you.
Yeah.
Would it be okay with me then to then just tell you to leave or anything like that?
No, because she was there from the beginning. You guys
communication is everything.
You guys made vows, you had a bond from the beginning, and like I said, like these are things you talk about before someone else coming in.
Okay,
that's why, because I don't know anyone that could do that. That's why they stay away from open marriages, because it's just not possible anymore in this day and age. Like back in the day, our grandparents might have done it, right? Their parents might have done it, because I guess maybe things were a bit easier. Don't know how, but in this day and age, it's like personally as well, I have not seen a man that could equally give any girl, all the girls he's talking to, like time equally. So it's just like, how are you going to do that in a marriage? How are you going to do that in a committed relationship?
Okay, that's a fair point. What do you think, Gila?
Well, I don't agree with it. I think, back in the day, things were different. Society was set up differently. Women's primary, situation was being caregiver, just being at home, looking after the kids, whatever. Okay. As society has moved on, women have got more rights, women are able to, do things. Right now, women have more power than men to some degree.
So it's the
And you're happy about that. Look, you see how happy she's about it. You see that?
Oh, please.
Wait, hold on.
But let her speak.
Let me intervene. Sorry. Let me intervene
Hold
with
on.
that.
How
Let me
is
say,
it?
I know you're good. Sorry, I need to interject with this one.
Okay.
She should be happy about that because she just explained to you how the world, as our society has developed.
Exactly.
So what? Sorry, continue.
Thank you. Yeah, so obviously, because of that, all of that change and everything, so I just don't think, women feel more empowered than in the past, and women have more choice. Okay. And because of that choice, this is why most women wouldn't want to be in a polygamous relationship. In the past, it wasn't even a love thing. It was more of, here's the first wife, here's the second wife, and, there was a lot of legality to it. Like, it wasn't something that a lot of women were actually happy with. So now, okay, if you have that choice and you are happy as a woman in the 21st century and you want to live that life, okay, go. That's okay for you. But for me personally, I don't support it. I feel like the family structure is better to be, simple, but not all this extra stuff. It causes more trouble than it's worth, in my opinion.
So that means you're a jealous person then?
Yeah, I want my man to myself. Yeah.
So you're jealous?
There's nothing wrong with having
it's okay, I want my man to myself.
Cool, fair enough.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But other
That's
people
what
are just
you
different. And
I mean,
that's why I said
I'm
if you want to have a polygamous relationship and you are happy and that's the way you want to live your life, that's your own.
Can I throw
I
something in?
have my own.
one day
Yes.
I might want to have a monogamous
I love that.
relationship.
Go on, one
That's
person, go on.
okay.
Oh, you're okay.
One day I might want to have a monogamous relationship.
Also,
I
you're
might-
open for it.
I might change my mind and want
Okay.
to have a closed relationship. I'm okay with that. At
But
this
you-
moment
but
in
that's-
time, personally, I would like an open relationship. I'm totally.
But
okay
that's the
with
bit where it's wrong for me because you can't say that I want an open relationship now, but then later I might
But I
change.
might
Man.
change
What do you
my
mean?
mind.
Okay,
Why
so
can't
what
we
is if your
change
man
my
hasn't
mind?
changed his mind? He still wants to have this open
And what
relationship.
about the third
Because you've taught him that. And what about the third woman? What about her feelings? She still wants to. She's in love now. What were you? See, this is what I mean about women, yeah.
No, the way
y'all ain't considerate.
Maroni, the way you're talking about it, like it's absolute. Like you choose
Yeah.
this, you have to stick.
You
You
don't
have
have
to
to
stick.
because-
You don't have to.
because
People
even
change
now,
their mind. You grow.
people
more
date like so
experiences,
many
things are
people
gonna change
in their lifetime.
And you need to be open to that. But don't tell someone that once you choose this is
Nah,
it.
but that means you're
You
wrong
can't
then,
change your
because-
mind. You can't say you
Yeah, I
you want to
agree
close
with
off. They have choice. They
No,
can do
but
whatever
you
they
said
want to.
you're
Then I
able.
guess I would have
Yeah,
to
that's
probably,
that's what I want. But there's
Wait.
nothing wrong with me
if
changing
I
my
really
mind.
strongly, if I change my mind, say I'm in an open relationship, there's my boyfriend or my husband, and there's
Okay.
another woman and me. I change my mind. I want it to just be me and my partner,
Okay.
not the other woman. So if they don't agree with me and I feel really strongly, then I'd remove myself
Okay.
from this equation,
Okay.
and they can be
Thank
happy
you.
together.
Thank you.
Because
Okay.
because if I don't
Yeah,
if
that
I
makes sense.
if I want something
Yeah.
completely different
That
now,
one, yeah.
I'm now being a tyrant in a relationship.
Thank you. But
So I'll
what
just
you
do
just
my
translated, that's not what this lady here
But it's like,
translated.
no,
Just
what,
translated.
of course it falls down on me because I'm the one that said I want to be open. I'm the one that said okay to another woman. So all of a sudden, if I change my mind now, but they want to carry on, then I have to be the bigger person. I'd be like, okay, fine, like you guys, go ahead, do your thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to be involved in this anymore because
Okay.
that will be the best thing for me.
Okay, that means alright, that's a very mature
you
answer. I
change
like
your
that.
mind
Yeah.
at that point in time.
And I guess
that's exactly what I'm saying. There's
that's
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with what she said, but what you're saying is, I'm with my man. Okay, I'm not gonna say what you're saying. I'm gonna ask you. So what you was explaining to me, are you telling me that now you've agreed to be with your man and bring another woman into this relationship? You're together now, and then later on, when you feel like, nah, I want to now
later on,
just
if
be
I've changed my mind.
when you change your mind, that you just want it to be you and your man now. What would you do in that situation now?
I'll speak to him that I've changed my mind at that point. If he doesn't agree with me, then, like she said, I'll separate myself from the
So you would
relationship
also separate
because
yourself?
that's not what I want at that point in time. But right now, of course, I've communicated what I want. But yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
basic answer.
And I guess it's just like me separating myself is going to be a repercussion of this whole scenario that I've created anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I get what you mean.
Lazy eye, I just think I am crazy high.